Doing some burnt ends here. These are slicing really well. And this knife is super, super sharp. All right, so now we'll come this way. I'm just gonna make one slice. That's how sharp this knife is. How tender this point is. Yeah. All right. That's pretty good. I am a little biased. Man, that's really, really almost melt in your mouth tender. If this was a competition, I don't know. Those would be close. Sometimes they like them even more tender with a little more bark. Again, my burnt ends don't do very well in competitions. That's why I usually just turn into slices. Now we're gonna get this big old hunk here. So this hunk down here at the end of the point, where this really fat mound is, a lot of people, what you'll see is they'll butterfly this before they cook it. And so, especially if they separate the meat and the flat and the point like I do, they'll butterfly it so they'll lay it out so it's not like this big hunk of meat. But what I like to do, as you see here, is take it and make it almost is like a big money muscle, you know, like you have on the pork shoulder. It almost acts just like that, and you almost get like these slices out of it. Look at this. I mean, and that just falls apart. That is just super, super tender. Look how tender that is. That all that fat's rendered out. Man. I'm not trying to be arrogant for what I cook on my own, but that's pretty good if I don't say so myself, or if I do say so, whatever the phrase is. Oh, man. Can't wait to eat this. What do you think, Elijah?
Looks pretty good.
Here. You got a piece there? What do you think? Put your thumb in the video. That stuff there is pretty cold. It's probably not as good anymore. Yeah, these burnt ends are pretty good. Maybe even great. Maybe they're great. That's next level tenderness right there. You don't even need teeth to chew this. It's so tender. Mercy. Yeah, that's some good stuff there. Now let's check out this this big old honkin' flat. Oh, look, get in there, Elijah. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this might be too tender. Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing as too tender? For eating at home? No, there's not. As I said in other videos, always save your juice. Don't get rid of any of your juice. Now, the brisket itself won't produce this much juice if you see here. A lot of this is stuff that I put into the foil wrap, like beef broth and some Worcestershire sauce and all that good stuff. Okay. All right. Cut against the grain. Grain's going this way, so let's start over here because that slides down by where the point was. Make sure we're going the right direction. There's our grain, so we want it just like this. Always cut against the grain so you can break those muscle fibers down. Let's get in here after. The edge is always going to be a little more rigid. So we'll get in here into the middle where the best slices will be. Yeah, that's not quite as tender as I wanted it to be actually. But again, this is more towards the end. The good stuff will be right in here. What's the deal here? Why is it not slicing? There we go. That's what you like to see. Nice hang down. Now let's do the pull test. Okay, ready? That's good right there. So these slices that were here down towards the end, those are always going to be just a little tougher. So it's hard to gauge what your brisket's going to be like if you test it from down that end. You want to get into the middle of it here. Number 2 pencil thickness on your cuts. You can trick the tenderness of it if you decide to make your slices thicker or thinner. So if your brisket is not tender enough, make your slices thinner, so it'll be a little easier to manage. And if it's too tender, make your slices thick so that it holds together. Okay. There we go. Nice hang down there. A nice, beautiful pecan smoke ring. That's what we want to see. Yeah, this is slicing really easily now. Maybe one of these, I'm going to kind of square this up a little bit here. I don't want those slices to be that large. And we'll take that off. That'll be our chopped pile. Always like a good chopped brisket. And we need to square this up a little bit. So this piece is going to be a little, this is going to be a little funny piece there. So this brisket has 5 different rubs on it. I like to layer the different rubs for different flavor profiles. I'll use a combination of ones that are a little... What are you doing?
There's only 3 seconds left.
All right, we'll stop it.